Hello, and welcome to the virtual Green Living Festival, 19th annual showcase of sustainable solutions for you, brought to you by the Earthway Center at the Missouri Botanical Garden and presented by Ameren, Missouri. I'm Jean Ponzi, Green Resources Manager for the Missouri Botanical Gardens Earthway Center, here today to talk with one of our exhibitors, Bess McCoy, with MSD Project Clear. Bess McCoy, MSD Project Clear, take it away.
Thanks, Jean. So happy to be with you guys with the Green Living Festival. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but the environment is really at the heart of everything we do at MSD. Our mission is to protect the public health, safety, and environment through responsible stormwater and wastewater management. So really happy to be participating in this event. Today, we really want to talk about something that's near and dear to us and something that our residents, our customers can do to help protect the environment and protect their sewers. And that's flushable wipes. So as you know, right now, there's a bit of a shortage on toilet paper. And what we're seeing is that people are turning to alternative solutions. And that's fine as long as you don't put them down the toilet. So we want to talk about kind of what happens when people put flushable wipes, you know, Kleenex, paper towels, anything that's not toilet paper down the toilet. So here you can see in my slides, we have a few pictures. That first one on the top left, that is inside one of our sewer pipes there. And as you can see, it is completely clogged with wipes. That is not toilet paper there because toilet paper breaks down. It doesn't stick to the pipes like that, and it moves through pretty easily. But what happens in a situation like that is that the water can't get through. It gets stopped by those pipes. And so it can't make it to our treatment plant where we're able to treat that water and then put clean water back into the environment. So instead what happens is we see it back up into people's homes, or we see it overflow out of our manholes or out of overflow points. And so untreated, dirty water gets into our local waterways. And that's what we really want to avoid. So that picture down there on the bottom is from one of our treatment plants. That is over 1,000 pounds of wipes that we cleaned out from one of our treatment plants. And what happens is sometimes those wipes make it to our plant, but again, because they don't break down the way toilet paper does, they clog up our treatment plant system, they get in the cogs, and so we have to shut operations down, clean it out. Luckily to this point, we haven't had any major issues where we haven't been able to treat the water that's coming through. But we are seeing this as a growing trend. We are seeing people use these non-flushables, throw them down the toilet, and we are seeing a lot more problems because of it. Just since mid-March, up in North St. Louis, North County, we've had about 10 blockages, all caused by these non-flushables going down the toilet. And that's something that isn't just in one area. We're really seeing that across the board. We're seeing people throughout our service using more of these flushable wipes, sending them down the toilet, and causing problems with our sewers. We can go on to so wipes aren't the only problem. Here we have a little flyer that we put together. It's all the things that you can flush other than what comes out of your body. And as you can see, there's a lot of things you can't flush. Big ones, obviously the wipes, but also any kind of paper product that isn't toilet paper, sanitary products, facial tissues, all of those. If you're going to use them, make sure you put them in the trash so that they don't hurt our sewer system and hurt our local environment. And this flyer here is available on our website, msdprojectclear.org. So if you have a public restroom somewhere that you maintain, you can download this, print it, and post it in that restroom. Help us get the word out, and then also help protect your own pipes, your own system there. Go on to the next slide. So while flushable wipes are a really big issue, really timely right now, we do want to empower our customers and our residents to take other actions that can help our environment and help keep our sewer system clean. Another big one is fats, oils, and grease. This is very similar to those flushable wipes, but fats, oils, and grease are another item that we don't want going into our sewer system. And the big problem there is that fats, oils, and grease solidify when they go down the pipes. And so just like you saw that really clogged pipe from the wipes, that same issue happens with fats, oils, and grease. It clogs the pipes, leading to backups into people's homes or untreated water getting into our environment. So instead, what we tell people to do is cool it, can it, and trash it. And I actually have a can here to show you. So if you want to save maybe an old can from some vegetables or other food, you just pour that grease right into the can, allow it to cool. We actually have these lids. They're available at our office on Market Street and also at a lot of local municipalities. So you can pick up one of these lids, pop it on that can, allow it to cool, and then once it's cooled, throw that can in the trash. And this is really great. It's not just to protect our environment. It's not just to protect our public sewers, but it's also great for your home, because if those clogs happen anywhere within your home or within your lateral line, that's the line underground that connects your home to our sewer system, you're going to be footing the bill on that, and those can be really expensive repairs. So fats, oils, and grease, that's another one. Help us keep our environment clean, keep our sewers working well. Another big thing is yard waste. People don't necessarily think about the effects that yard waste has on our local environment, but a lot of times yard waste gets swept up through our storm drains, and those lead directly to creeks, streams, and other natural waterways. And all of that extra yard waste in our creeks and streams is actually really harmful to the environment. It can take away natural habitat. It takes oxygen out of the water as well, so that all that wildlife that lives in the water has a lot harder time surviving there. So what we recommend with yard waste, if you can, compost it. That's a great way to reuse those resources. But if you don't have a composter or don't have anywhere to use that compost, you can just bag it and use your local municipality's yard waste service to make sure that it's not ending up in our creeks and streams. And one final one for all of our pet owners. This is another one people don't necessarily think about, but it's similar to that yard waste issue. Cleaning up after your pets is a huge impact on our environment. People don't really think about it, but what happens to that what happens to that pet waste if you don't pick it up is that it slowly disintegrates and gets carried by stormwater into our local creeks and streams. And so just like we don't want the waste from our homes getting into our creeks and streams, we also don't want that waste from our pets getting in there either. It carries a lot of contaminants, a lot of diseases and things that we don't want in our local waterways to keep them healthy. So we're doing our part. We're doing what we can to keep our sewers working, keep all that water going to our treatment plant so we can put clean water back into the environment. And we just want to empower all of our customers, all of the residents throughout St. Louis to know how to do their part as well.
Bess, I have a couple questions for you. I'm going to go back to your first slide here and move us down the screen. So would a homeowner have any idea that this kind of backup is going to happen, or is this a conglomeration of material that can really sneak up on you?
Yeah, that's a great question, Jean. The problem is that a lot of these products actually say flushable on them. So
what's with that?
Most people don't know that they don't break down. And I can actually show you, I have some materials here. I'd love to show you kind of what happens to toilet paper versus these wipes. So I have two jars.
Give me a moment, Bess. Let us get back to the full screen, and then you can show that demonstration. Hang on just for a moment. Talking with Bess McCoy of MSD Project Clear, exhibitor at the Green Living Festival. So Bess, you have a little demonstration you want to show us, yeah?
That's right. So we're talking about flushable wipes, and I want to show kind of the difference between toilet paper and flushable wipes and what happens when you put these two items down your toilet. So here I have two jars. 2 jars of water. They're about the same amount of water in there. And then I have a couple pieces of toilet paper and a wipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that toilet paper in one jar. See right here, pop that lid on there.
Pop it on tight.
Yeah, no kidding. And I'm gonna put the wipe in another jar. And if we take the toilet paper jar here, I'm just gonna shake it up a little bit. This kind of simulates what happens when you flush the toilet. It gets churned, it goes through the pipes, and everything kind of moves around a bit. And if you can see there, it's really pulpy. It's broken down quite a bit. Go ahead and take that wipe jar. I'm gonna give this a really good shake. I'm gonna do that same thing. This is it going through your toilet, through the pipes. Give it a second to settle. I don't know if you can see, but that pipe is, or that wipe is completely whole. It hasn't broken.
No change at all.
Side, we have this nice pulpy, broken down, easy to move through our pipes toilet paper. So that's why they're different, and that's why one item is perfectly safe to go through our pipes, and one item causes a lot of problems.
Well, it would be great if the labeling on those products was not misleading. Why is it that products like that say flushable, Bess McCoy?
You know, honestly, I can't really speak to why that's allowed. I know there are national organizations working on our behalf to help hopefully make some changes to that, because, you know, it's sad. People don't understand that what they're doing is hurting their homes, it's hurting their local sewers, and it's hurting the environment. But here on a local level, what we're trying to do is our part by educating people, getting out there, letting them know that this is a problem, and empowering them so that they can make the right decision.
Well, and a way to handle those materials, if you have to use something other than toilet paper, is to have a plastic bag in your trash can in your restroom, and then just put that in the plastic bag and put it in your regular landfill trash.
Exactly. That's where those items belong, is in the trash. And, you know, we got to remember our toilets are not trash cans, so we can't treat them like that. Anything that's trash needs to go in the trash can.
And that also applies to things like our kitchen drains and our bathroom drains and the drains from our streets, where you said no pet waste and no yard waste down the drains.
That's right. They all go to the same place. And all of this helps our local environment by making sure that we're only putting clean water back into it.
Metropolitan Sewer District, an environmental protection agency in our community. And I want to give a shout out to MSD has been promoting rainscaping around the community. We'll be hearing more about that on June 11th, the third day of the virtual Green Living Festival. But Bess McCoy, thanks for being here on Green Living Day, June 6th.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. And I do want to let people know we have a lot more information on our website. You can go to msdprojectclear.org/healthy home tips to find out more.
Thank you, Bess McCoy, Public Information Specialist from MSD Project Clear. There also is a terrifically funny and makes the point video that we have linked from our exhibitor booklet from the Green Living Festival. I encourage you to watch that. The guy in that you'll identify with him. It makes the point. Our toilets are not a trash can. From the Earthway Center at Missouri Botanical Garden, thanks to our sponsors, Ameren, Missouri, presenting this virtual Green Living Festival. All of us, the staff and the volunteers at the Earthway Center and our exhibitors, appreciate you tuning in for a virtual experience and educational cavalcade of green stuff that we can all do. Check out our other exhibitor interviews and join us for our live events in the virtual Green Living Festival, June 6th, 9th, and 11th. I'm Jean Ponzi. Thanks for the green things you do.